Good morning. Today, we'll explore how poetry evolved over centuries, from ancient Rome to Shakespeare's time. Two key ideas shaped Western literature. First, the Rota Virgilii, a system that ranked writing styles from simple to grand. Second, the sonnet, a small but powerful poetic form that broke the rules and evolved across cultures. Together, they show how tradition and innovation can be strictly related, and even strengthen each other. The Rota Virgilii began in ancient Rome, but was perfected during the Middle Ages. It connected three works by the poet Virgil to three levels of style: low style, simple, rural life, like shepherds and farms; middle style, everyday work and practical knowledge; and high style, heroes, empires, and grand ideals. This wasn't just about the work of a single poet. It taught later artists how to match tone to purpose, a principle that reinforced Virgil's status as both a cultural and moral authority for the coming centuries. Virgil's Aeneid became Rome's national story. It gave the empire a powerful origin story, linking Rome to legendary Troy, moral values, like pietas, loyalty to family, country, and duty, and above all a sense of mission, to rule justly and bring peace to the entire world. Virgil's poetic production inspired every major later writer, especially Dante Alighieri, who used it as the blueprint for his masterpiece, The Divine Comedy. Dante's otherworldly journey is structured according to the three styles of the Virgil wheel. The Inferno is written in a humble and realistic style. Purgatorio is more refined, according to the middle style. And then the Paradiso is the triumph of God and finely chiseled poetry as well. And now let's consider the sonnet. It was invented in 13th century Sicily, by a lawyer named Giacomo da Lentini. He took a simple 8-line folk song, the Strambato, and added two 3-line sections, creating 14 lines total. Its strict rhyme scheme may reflect his legal mindset: precision, balance, and structure. But it was successful because it gave voice to love and romance, although in an idealized manner. Love for a woman was still depicted as an inner conflict, a process of purification towards God. In a similar way, Dante and other poets from Tuscany adopted the sonnet and made it the hallmark of love poetry. Not physical love, but spiritual elevation and ecstasy stemming from contemplation of an angel-like woman. In La Vita Nuova, Dante's love for Beatrice becomes a path to divine grace. But it was Petrarch who made the sonnet famous. His version, now called the Italian sonnet, has two parts. The first 8 lines present a problem or emotion. Then, at line 9, the volta, or turn, the poem shifts toward reflection or resolution. Though short, his sonnets tackled deep questions: time, desire, faith. But above all, the sonnet challenged Virgil's traditional 3 levels of poetic hierarchy. When the sonnet reached England, poets like Shakespeare adapted it. English has fewer rhyming words, so they changed the structure: 3 quatrains or 4-line groups, to build an idea. A final 2-line couplet, often with a surprising or witty ending. Shakespeare used this to explore real human emotions: aging, betrayal, even irony. To sum things up, the Rota Virgilii represents tradition, clarity, hierarchy, shared expectations. The sonnet, on the other hand, represents innovation, compact, flexible, and deeply human. Together, they show that literature is not something static. It evolves across the centuries, making room for themes and feelings that push hard to come to the surface. The rise of the sonnet during the late Middle Ages shows that forms can develop and adapt to new languages, cultures, and human concerns.